Hi everyone, today's project features some metal beads from Jesse James Beads. The metal beads add texture and visual interest to any of your jewelry designs mixed with your other Jesse James beads. But these beautiful metal beads make a wonderful statement all on their own. And today we're going to utilize all of these beads in a Lariat style necklace. Let's get started. For today's project, you're going to need 2 pairs of chain nose pliers for opening and closing your jump rings. You're going to need a pair of round nose pliers as well as a cutter tool. You're also going to need about 4.5 feet or 54 inches of faux suede lace. I'm using black here. It's a nice flat suede lace, or you can use any other leather cord that you would like to use, and you can also adjust the length to this to make it shorter or longer. You're also going to need 2 cord ends and 6 6mm jump rings, as well as 2 eye pins and 2 head pins. To get started, we're going to create the metal bead dangles for the ends of each one of our strands for our Lariat necklace. So we're going to take a head pin and we are going to thread on the 2 beads that you want for the bottom of each one of your sections of dangles. I've thread on one of the smallest little spiral beads and one of these large textured metal beads. Now we want to create a wrapped loop at the top of our beads. Using your chain nose pliers, grab that wire right as it is exiting the bead and bend the wire with your fingers 90 degrees without moving those pliers, so you're actually making the bend over the top of the pliers. You want to replace your chain nose pliers with your round nose pliers, grabbing that wire so that it is running between the barrel of the pliers, and guide the wire up and over the top barrel of the round nose pliers. Now we want to roll the pliers out of the way so that we can go ahead and guide that wire all the way over to the other side. That's what's going to create our loop in our wire. Leaving our beads and wire on the round nose pliers, use a second pair of pliers to grab the tail end of that wire, and you want to wire wrap about 3 times between the loop that you created and the top of the bead. Once your wire wraps are complete, trim off your tail with your cutter tool. One of our little beaded sections is complete, and now we're ready to move on to the next one. So this time we're going to use a head pin, and we are going to thread on another series of the metal beads. I'm going to use 3. Using our chain nose and round nose pliers, we're going to repeat the steps to create a wrapped loop at the top of these beads. Now we're going to create one more beaded section for our dangle that will go at the end of our leather, and I'm just going to thread on 1 single metal bead and repeat the steps to create a wrapped loop at the top of this bead. Now using chain nose pliers, we're going to open and close 6mm jump rings to connect our beaded sections. So open one of your 6mm jump rings and thread on your bottom bead section. And before you close that jump ring, thread on your middle beaded section. Use your chain nose pliers to close the jump ring. Open a second 6mm jump ring laterally with a twisting motion, thread that on to the wrapped loop on the top of the second beaded section, and thread on the bottom loop for the top bead, and close your jump ring. Now we have one beaded section complete. We just want to repeat these steps to create a matching beaded section. Once your 2 beaded sections are complete, we're ready to attach these to the ends of our faux suede lace. So we are going to take one end of the suede lace and one of our cord ends and place the end of the lace into the cord end and squeeze that closed. Initially, you can squeeze that closed with your fingers and then follow up with a pair of pliers to gently squeeze and get a really good connection between the cord end and your cord. Repeat these steps on the other end of your suede lace. Each one of the cord ends has a little tiny loop at the top of each one of them, and this is going to be the connection point between our lace and our bead sections. So we are going to use jump rings to connect them together. So we're going to use 2 pairs of chain nose pliers, open a 6mm jump ring, thread that on to one of the cord ends, and thread the top wrapped loop on one of your beaded sections on, and then close your jump ring. Repeat this step on the other side. Once you've attached your beaded sections to the ends of your suede lace, your Lariat style necklace is complete. You can wrap this or tie this in so many different ways. It's a really fun and very popular necklace to wear these days, showing off the really cool metal beads from Jesse James Beads.